Commonly we see risk assessments all done at the beginning of a relationship. What cadence do you recommend that they're done on? Is it a one-time thing that's done at the beginning of a relationship? Is it periodic? And if it is periodic, what would you recommend?
So it's definitely not a one-off activity. You've got to manage it throughout the period of an overarching relationship. So yes, do your due diligence, your risk assessments prior to contract, but also do it afterwards. I would suggest that a minimum on an annual basis would be ideal. Now, clearly, if you're going to do it annually and you've got thousands of suppliers, you need to automate that as much as you can. You need to streamline the process, but also thinking about it from your recipient's angle, because you don't want to put too much effort or ask too much of your supplier in filling it out. You don't want the person that's just going to give you the answers that they want because it's the easiest thing to get off their desk. You want to be able to trust that the answers that you get and have integrity to them. And so you've got to have it up front. You want to have it mid-cycle, periodically. You then probably want to have one if the relationship comes to an end. I'd suggest you want to do a risk assessment on exit. What's the residual factor and exposure as a result of this relationship now ending? Now, that might be things like, data access and IP that the organization might still access for a period of time. So that's kind of one angle to it. And then you've got your ad hoc, your COVIDs, your Brexits, your Suez Canal, all of those situations that then need to be a little bit more tailored to that individual situation. And that's where you really want to be triggering those on an ad hoc basis, probably at the point that whatever that situation is that's occurred, to say, situation's occurred, what is the impact to your organization? What is the knock-on impact to my organization, the services that you provide to me? And you want to do that almost at the point in time that has happened, as soon as possible. And then you want to follow up with that at an appropriate point, 3 months, 6 months later, to say, is this risk still happening? Is there something new that's coming about? Have you changed your business processes? We all know the supply chain issues have been here for a number of years now. They will continue. Just looking at kind of what happened with COVID, Brexit, and all those other events, we're still feeling the ramifications of that now. So you've got to keep coming back at the appropriate point in time and with as minimal disruption to the people that you're actually asking to, A, provide the response to that risk assessment, but also the people that are actually doing the follow-up, the due diligence, the review of those kind of responses that the organization's provided.
To keep up with the latest Brooklyn vendor assurance news, subscribe here and follow us on LinkedIn and Twitter. Links in the description below.